Accessing eternal life from the Holy Living Master. There you all. Human carry two forces within, the light or positive force and the self or negative one. The self or negative energy is associated with the materialistic world. Every human being carries these forces. The self or negative energy, or the divine or light energy. Given the development of the world and its advancement, the spiritual knowledge or divine knowledge recognize this negative force as a reflection or consciousness of the materialistic world. However, there is a divine or a spiritual force within that can only be felt or understood through the self-realization or seeking within. Many philosophers or spiritual teachers have also touched upon this self-understanding and recognition of this positive force within. This way you would realize the hidden knowledge or spiritual world. Anyone can be benefit from this esoteric knowledge or divine force through self-seeking and dig deep within. This hidden knowledge could be proven if one can seek within self. The holy prophets have had access to this knowledge and tried to connect people to the source of this positive, divine, infinite light. They never studied this knowledge in any educational institutions, or there was no school of thought to teach it, but rather they sought this hidden knowledge within, and with the help of divine revelations. Their teachings have been guided mankind to this day. Then what is it? Also, each divine revelations or religions we know of is also putting forward the guidance of this course into these two main active forces within man. Each single one or way of life has described the same issue in different simplistic approach to the divine source or energy. The main goal of each has been to bring good to the society we live in, through which can access the positive light or divine energy by doing only good to each other. How we differentiate the physical and material world, and how we can recognize the infinite world beyond the physical one, and how we access the eternal life or spiritual being. Despite we have this physical world or material life that we build upon, whether our social life, political system, or governance, there is also a spiritual world parallel to this physical one. The spiritual one is eternal, and this life energy flows in every single atoms of the universe or cells of our body. It comes from the main source or divine energy. This energy force controls the whole universe, and also the physical world is abiding by this divine energy rules. All the divine books have simplified this positive energy force and how to access it. The very simple is through doing good or purification of self from the negative forces. Anger, for example, is the main to prevent you from accessing this infinite energy within, which makes it impossible to get in. The notion of anger is very strong in emotion. This negative force which is active would not represent you any good. Even looking at the mirror, you would hate yourself when active. However, the divine forces is an alive energy within. When accessed, you will feel the light of God and its energy. Therefore, each divine religion guided mankind not to let that evil, negative force take charge of your life. You avoid being dragged into the negative force. Man can practice to prevent this negative to take charge. The divine revelations have been full of these preventable lessons to teach us the right path whether the Quran, Torah, Bible, or Zabur, it started from the very beginning. First by Adam, which God ordered him to not to touch a particular tree or whatever. Therefore, man is ordered to create a humanly living environment full of respect, passion, and love amongst each other, irrespective of any other notions or belief systems. This way, you can easily access the infinite realm of God, higher self, and the eternal life. Everyone would leave this temporary physical world anyway. There is no doubt about it. However, those who have benefited from the light of God have experienced both life. They would say that you can live both eternal as well as this physical world at the same time. This way is the only way to the reality of life as a whole, the reality of happiness, the reality of existence, the reality of higher self, and the reality of eternal or infinite love and God's full satisfaction. May you benefit from this infinite source, energy, and we would be able to eliminate all the negative emotions and replace it with a positive one. God bless you.